Hello punters and welcome to Locked In. My name's Sam Wood. DJC, as you can hear his eyes clinking in the background, joins me, and the A-team. I'm so happy the boys are back. Luke, Hilton, Matthew Zammit, Matt Zammit. Welcome back, mate. How are you?
Thank you, brother. Yeah, really good. Had a bit of a spell over winter. Back for the spring.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Waiting
for you to get your thing done.
Your internet has been terrible.
Just had to melt the ice around the cables, that's all.
I can help you with the ice.
This used to be Hildo's deal that we would have to wait for him all night to get his internet up and running, but now he's
picked up my game.
Freeman's Reach.
Yeah.
Good internet.
Great connectivity down here.
What's going on, DJC? What's new, mate?
Mate, nothing new. Same old, same old. Just doing my best, mate. Trying to make it through to Saturday at about 11:30. That's all I do. Just do my best.
Every week wakes up waiting for 11:30.
You're a wealth of knowledge now, DJC. Some of the comments you have during the week and some chat rooms are in you. You're a wealth of racing knowledge.
I've stepped up me what do you call it?
Research.
Investigation skills, but but
reading, just reading in general.
Just loving the racing and pretty keen for the next obviously couple of months, as we all would be, I guess.
To be honest, some of it's pointless facts, but yeah.
Yeah, a lot of it is. Like, who cares? Coolmore's got Coolangatta anymore. But I appreciate you telling us,
mate. Got to sift through the shit to get the diamond.
Is that how it works?
I don't know. I don't know if that's a saying. It just comes straight off the dome.
It's very good. No. Trademark that. 3 races. If you guys are new here, we go through the feature races this weekend. We give each of our pundits 45 seconds. The good folk over at Dabble will be providing our odds this evening as they look after us each and every episode of Locked In. We spoke about it last week. You try and take the good prices. You try and get it. Now, Hildo, I saw in the group chat, I think we mentioned it last week, you're now addicted to the Rocket on Dabble as well.
The Rocket is just it's the only thing that you sort of want to be involved in. Like, it just makes it fun. It's actually terribly addictive.
I wake up with rockets on my mind. And DJC, you posted a slip the other day and you had no money in your account, you had 2 rockets, and I thought, what a travesty, you've got to deposit against the rockets.
That's the worst part. And if you have a bet and they don't give you a rocket, I don't put the bet on.
They'll love hearing that.
I don't even care. I don't even usually care how the horse goes or the bet goes. I'm just worrying about the rocket part first.
Well, that's what Pat said. He death rides his bets if he doesn't get a good rocket on it. Like if he stops at $11 and it goes to $25, he goes, I just have to death ride this bet now.
I have set the alarm for 12:01 a few times just to
Do they tick over at midnight?
Oh well, they're in there at 12:01.
He's checked legitimately. There you go.
Yeah. Well, they're in there. I guess they are. And obviously, the rockets have been used beautifully the last couple of weeks. BJ is on fire. We've had a very tough start to the year, but August, I think, I looked at the numbers today, up 150 odd units for the month.
How good.
9 days in, so we're very, very happy. If you aren't a part of members, make sure you click the link in the description. But let's get into Locked In. Now, do you remember how this works, Zammit? So you've got 50 seconds.
Yeah. I think you can see you winking.
No.
Doesn't matter what you tell me.
You can't see me.
Doesn't matter what you tell me. It'll take as long as it takes, Sammy.
Yeah. I should have just not reminded you just so I could hit you with a big old fat. You boys can hear the buzzer tonight? I was buzzing them all night the other night and they couldn't hear it.
Wow.
Both got it? Okay. Very good.
DJC just chooses not to listen to it.
He just talks straight through the buzzer. It's the only thing that... It's like, Kryptonite beats Superman, DJC beats buzzer. It's amazing how that works. So, boys, 3 races tonight. We've got 1 down at the Valley... on Saturday. But we're going over them tonight. We've got 1 down at the Valley and 2 in Sydney. We were chatting before we came on air how we think this how it's going to play down at Moonee Valley. Last time they were out there, it was such a hard leader's bias. That was 6 metres out. It's back to true. They're going to be coming up the guts. So they're going to be sneaking up the inside. What do you reckon, DJC?
Well, last one was pretty putrid, to be honest. I know a lot of the punters across the nation were pretty upset with being back the first time at Moonee Valley, and they had it out, plus 6 metres when it definitely should have been, true or whatever that you call it. So, be very interesting, mate. Obviously, the leaders are still going to be, the way to go, I think. But as Gav said earlier in the group chat, mate, the first couple of races are going to be the key to how you're going to play the day, I reckon.
He actually said you're probably not going to bet in the first 4 races. What's the odds that you're not going to bet in the first 4 races at Moonee Valley, DJC?
I've already got a bet on now in the first.
Too late.
What's this? Let's just see. Let's have a crack at it. So we're going to Moonee Valley, race 7. It is. Is this what's going on? Are these the best races we've got on the Saturday that Nick's put together for us?
I'm not
It's
sure.
as good as it gets for Saturday.
What's going on?
It's a
What's
benchmark
going on?
100, isn't it?
Back into it.
It's a
It's a
slow
benchmark
burn.
100.
It's a slow burn into the spring carnival. We're just dragging out this winter a little bit longer.
Just we're 2 weeks away. I feel like you don't really see benchmark 100s. Are they
Not
fairly
often.
rare or-
Yeah, not often. They're not around heaps. I think they are trying to
good time of year
give
for
a
them.
bit of a leg up for horses into the carnival and those races.
Yeah, just
Absolutely.
Here we go. All right, let's go through it. The order we're going to go through tonight is DJC, Zammit, Hildo. You can knock them down. Let me just get the prices up for our friends over at Dabble. Milford is the current favourite, $3.20. Floating Artist, $3.80. Flash Flood, $4.60. Sissoko, $5.50. Deep Strike, $8.50. And then we head to well and truly into double figure odds with Irish Flame. DJC, 45 seconds. Who are we backing and why?
Boys, I'm with a horse that hasn't ran for 2 years here, the import Sissoko. It's got form behind Group 1 winner overseas by the horse named Luxembourg. It's had a handy trial as well as a recent jump out where he won and by all reports impressed. Finds himself in the Hayes stable now in Australia. You've got Mickey D on board. I think he's going to be having a pretty successful start to his racing career in Oz, mate. So Sissoko on top.
Just a fresh import for DJC just to kick off his Moonee Valley campaign this season. Zammit, shed some light on this race. What are we backing?
Well, he definitely has been doing his research, this bloke. He's been reading my notes. So I'm with you, mate. Sissoko. Look, I like Milford, right? He's a good horse. He's been knocking on the door. He deserves to be favourite, but I prefer some fresh blood here. Long time off, but obviously going well. Wouldn't be resuming over this distance unless they had put a bit of work into the horse, which they have. You can see that for the public. Interesting story. He went via Hong Kong, this horse. So he's obviously had problems. I don't know enough about that background, but you just have to trust that stable knows what they're doing here. And he's clearly the class animal in amongst them, and it's a matter of fit enough or not. Sissoko for me.
Sissoko. Zammit just comes first up off a spell and just plows straight into the same horse as DJC's on. I love it.
Making it easy for me.
He's like, shit, I forgot I had to do locked in tonight. I'll just make sure I go after DJC.
That's why it wasn't actually his internet. He was just doing the form.
He's calling you. He's calling you going, hey, what are you backing in these races?
You forgot Moonee Valley.
And speaking of someone that's probably done zero form, Hildo, what do you like in this race, mate?
Mate, I swear, these two, I said to you before, I hope they give me some good material to knock them down. And then they've both come up with a horse that's had longer off than it took Zammit to get ready for tonight's show. It hasn't started since 2021. And well done on your knowledge, DJC. You said, it's run second to a Group 1 winner. That's probably the race it was in. It was a Group 1 race. So obviously, it ran second to a Group 1 winner because it ran second in that race.
No, it didn't.
It won another Group 1. You're both right. You're both right.
It was a Group 1 race and it ran second in it.
It won another one
that
after
horse
that.
was a Group 1 winner. I can't be with it. I'm with Floating Artist. His first up run was super. Draws well, gets a kilo and a half claim. Class horse. I think he's back to his best, and I think he'll be winning this race.
No love, boys, for my horse Flash Flood.
Nah.
Mate,
on the trot.
mate, I live in Freeman's Roost. We hate flooding down here.
Yeah, Flash Flood. Yeah, fair enough. That's fair. Yeah, the Gold Coast isn't far from that either. DJC, I tipped into Flash Flood.
Yep, you did, mate. It was a good win too. We won't talk about last week's results from the live.
Did I pants you? I can't remember.
No, well, I got It's Our Time up, but then the Sydney race.
Oh, yeah, that's very sad. God, I we'll do a drum roll. I'm going to have to go Floating Artist with Hilda.
Oh, wow.
With you guys as
Controversial.
Well. We've got three start overseas. It hasn't, this horse might, it's had that much time off. It might have forgotten that it's a racehorse. It might just
I
get
don't
there
think
and start.
Floating Artist has won
100%.
since 2021 either. I mean,
Can you
When's
imagine?
been
the last time
running?
it won?
It's been racing other horses.
Can you imagine DJC if he didn't have a drink for 2 years and then comes out and wants to have a drink session? Do you imagine how good he'd go? He'd be on the
He'd be
floor.
fresh. He'd be fresh.
94-week spell.
Here you go. Here you go. Floating Artist last win, 25th of September 2021. We are on the way to
least
2
it knows
years
what
since its last
At
win.
least it knows what it's doing.
That's a month before it had its last run.
But
Wow.
guess what? 3 weeks ago, it was running in a race with other race horses around a racetrack.
You've fooled him,
It's
Hilda.
done that
You've
for
fooled
the
him,
past
mate.
2 years. This Sissoko. No, I'm with him. I looked at this race and I'm like, only because I looked at the odds and I'm like, geez, it really falls off a cliff after this top five. And I thought, what is that thing doing here? It hasn't. It's had 3 starts its entire career. Just over 1609, and who knows what that is? Part of that could have been on bitumen. You know what I mean? Looking back at that form. So you guys can have Sissoko. We're locking in Floating Artist only because I'm back in Flash Flood. If I'm really honest with you guys, but
5 in a row going for, hey?
DJC's drinking ASMRs back this week, punters, as well.
Better be careful. They've had 4 Pepsi Maxes pretty much, and they've got caffeine all over it.
Yeah, I don't think that's the problem. It's probably the fucking half bottle of Jim Beam drunk with the mate.
No, that's just to make the Pepsi taste better.
Oh my god, I can hardly walk. I've had that much Pepsi Max. Anyway, I'm going for a drive. Gamble responsibly. All right, guys, let's head to Rosehill. Not a bad race, not a great race, but we'll head to the Rosebud. It's race 8, listed race, 3-year-olds, 1100 metres, and our favourite is Tis Invincible, $2.50. The Instructor, $4.20. Cigar Flick, $5. Introducing $7.50. Roussillon, $8.50. DJC, are we going for the shorty here, or are you going against it?
Mate, I'm going with. I'll start off. It hurts me. I'll start off with it hurts me to go against Infatuation. I've got a pretty good. I love that horse, but I just think it might need a bit more still. I'm with a horse called the Instructor. Shapes up for its first race in Sydney after a pretty successful prep in Melbourne. I think he won 2 on the trot before taking on the Blue Diamond. Was beaten pretty easily, convincingly in the Blue Diamond. But that was up against some pretty decent horses. Has since been back to the trials for a win and a second. Waterhouse fashion, mate. It's just going to lead early, and they're going to have to try and run it down. Instructor on top.
Instructor on top. All right, Zammit. You with Instructor or you're against GJC? You copying his own work or not?
We are tied to the hip. The Instructor for me too.
No.
Yeah. I told you.
I reckon this could be a three-peat.
I told you he's done.
This could be a three-peat.
Let's give Sam another chance, DJC. We'll give him another chance. The favourite, I've got a set against her. The punters seem to like her. She comes out of that horrible Black Opal race. Much prefer the form of her second race, but she was just okay there. She pulls up really short here again, first up. I just can't get warm at that price. Very happy to be with the instructor, who I'm sure the stable will have nice and forward, ready to perform. Bit of a spruik around for that horse as a 2-year-old, as DJC said, and I've been looking forward to seeing him as a 3-year-old now. I think he can go on with it.
Hill, I'm not sure if you're going to tip it, but anything around Infatuation, Baker Stable,
Yeah, look,
King
she's
House,
got
King
she's-
Household, Baker
she's prob-
Stable.
She's probably one of the horses in the race with the best form lines, and she's been sort of up against the best of them. Her first up run, just tried to go back, get some cover, and sort of let her run on. It worked against her. It was everything went wrong. She was wide, she was chasing. So we're looking for a big improvement from her, but she needs to step up on Saturday. Drawn a lovely gate, she'll roll forward, which is much more a natural racing pattern. And I think you'll see a massive improvement. So I think she'll run better. I sort of probably can't tip her off the first run. She needs to come back and do it for us on Saturday.
What are you like, mate?
Well, I'm going to go with Tis Invincible here. I just thought the J-Mac booking, I thought the 2 trials were nice, and that Canberra run was wide, not good form out of the race. The other race was obviously better. I think it's come back a better horse. Just probably thrown a bit of a dart here because I think I did like Cigar Flick, but I just thought the gate was well against it.
Okay. Wow.
So we haven't given you much there.
Usually when throwing a dart is part of your shield.
How good's a drum roll?
I'm going to go with the instructor, fellas.
You've been pretty funny tonight, Sam. It must be the haircut.
Yeah, you like the fresh cut?
Very nice, mate. I wish I had some of it.
You can have some. You got plenty. That's what I said before. You look like your winter coat's come in since you've had a spell, mate. Maybe the locked in was stressing you out too much before.
Might have been. Needed the break.
Looking full.
Full. That's not
I
ideal.
reckon.
That's not ideal.
Yeah, no, your hair's looking full. Your hair is almost making almost.
Oh, the
as
hair looks
miraculous
full.
a
I thought the
comeback
body
as
looked
Hildo's
full.
hair. No, your body looks great, mate. Always fit. I meant the hair making a Hilton-esque comeback.
Hilton-esque.
Plugs.
Mine's just very much around the edges. You don't want to see the top. The top still
You
suffering.
got the old Friar Tuck going, do you?
Oh, big Devon. Big slice of Devon.
Mate, I disagree. Your hair was 5 years ago. You were a 101 to just lose the lot by 40, and now it's just made a great comeback.
You started training for the Zammits.
I don't have owners like Zammit and Pat anymore. That hair just all came back. Just all grew back all over
As
the top.
soon as you stopped horse training and lost, Zammit didn't have to call you.
Pat's just tagged Hilton in the group chat actually with I don't want to say the question on air because it could cause massive dramas.
Oh God, Pat just looks for the controversy, doesn't he?
I don't really know. I don't think it sounds like it looks like a mug question to me. There's a few letters and stuff.
It does.
The Arapaho.
Boys, let's get into this last race at Rosehill. Race 9, not last of the day, but last for us tonight. It's the Spring Preview Handicap.
Highlight of the day.
Over 1,400 metres. Yeah, absolutely. This is very much a decent rate. All these prices I'm about to go through are brought to you by our good friends over at Double. Pericles at $3, Colino $4.60. You called it $9 on the same line as Banana Queen. Perfect Thought at $10s. Let me have a look down further and see if there's anything else. Madden Pomeray, similar mark, $11, $12, $13. This is, I kind of felt for you on this one, boys. I think this is not a one-horse race. This is quite open, or a two-horse race. This is quite open, so I'm very, very interested to see because I haven't had a bet and keen to see what you guys have to say. So, DJC, kick us. Oh, hold on, wait. We locked in the instructor. I'm going to have to give it to DJC, Zammit, because you're copying him.
Sounds good, mate. That's only fair.
So you've got to come home strong here.
Did you choose
So you
your
can get
instructor
a
as well, Zammit?
Mate, are you listening or what? Keep up, buddy. What's going on?
Your Wi-Fi, Zammit, cut out again.
He picked the instructor. 2, he blasted the horse that you picked.
Yeah, he did. He shit on it. All right, DJC, who wins the long-awaited spring preview?
Look, I'll fall over if Zammit matches me here, but I'm going with some value here. Let me down last start when it looked to be flying at around the 300 mark, but just didn't finish it off. The horse I'm talking about, boys, is Banana Queen. Great second up form. She dropped 7 kilos from the last start, which I think is absolutely massive. Nash jumps off. I think it was about 59 kilos last start, and you get young Tyler Schiller down at about 52 kilos. There's going to be improvement there second up, fitness-wise. All things are pointing to a much better effort, and around double figures, I think it's a great bet to finish off the day.
Yeah, very nice. That'd be nice to scream home one in the second last at $9, $10 odds. Banana Queen. Now, Zammit.
Yes, mate.
I would also be hard pressed if you found Banana Queen as well, but hit us with you, mate. Who are you liking in the spring preview?
Yeah, no, DJC won't be falling over, so we've parted ways here. Look, like you said, Sammy, you summed it up well. It's a tough race, but Spring's in the air with this one. Pericles, wow, what a horse. Potential weight for age Group 1 horse on his way back here first up. It's pretty vocal last prep that the horse wasn't a stayer and was being pushed to Derby trips, which is beyond his limits. I don't think they'll go past 2,000 this time, and I think 1,400 here first up is absolutely perfect. What a trial the other day. I know he's got a lot of weight here. He's not going to be well suited here. He's got plenty of bigger fish to fry later in the prep, but he's the one for me. Perfect Thought is the one that I could understand people coming into way down in the weights. Very, very talented and promising horse, but Pericles on top. Done.
Oh,
Done.
No, I don't know.
I think he just got in.
Scraped in.
Fine.
Did you, Hildo?
Sam's so disappointed.
Did Hildo listen to that one, or did you ignore me?
who'd he pick?
I buzzed over the name.
I heard the buzzer.
Yeah, I'm just happy that there's a buzzer in there. I don't care if you get your tip in or not. All right, Hildo, come on, mate. What are we liking in this race? I heard you've got some mail for it.
I do not have some mail in this race. I thought this was an incredibly tough race, and I'm not as confident as Zammit, but I'm with Pericles as well. The trial was outstanding. She didn't really get to a level until last preparation, until it got over 1,800. 1,400 first up last time against weaker opposition was only fair. So it's definitely got to come up to another level for this race. But all the other chances have just drawn out wide. You called it. It's got, an apprentice on and drawn 15. You've got, what's her name? Kalina drawn 14, had absolute PR the other day. So I'm sort of not as confident as Zammit, but I think it does lead to J-Mac drawn gate 10, going to get every chance in the race and probably should be.
Yes.
Jeez, he fell silent too. He just stopped talking, didn't he?
Hildo Buzzer could be one of my favourite buzzers. Pericles, right, okay. Mate, I would have just loved if you then turned around and tipped the thing that Rachel's on that hasn't run for 10 months.
Oh, yeah. Only reason...
shitting on Sissoko.
Only reason I didn't want to tip it is I can't pronounce it. I don't know how to say it.
Oh, Caprice de Dieu.
Exactly.
I have to assume that's what it is.
Where you going, Sammy? Where you going?
Pericles, and we're locking you in, Zammit.
I gave that one to
That's
Zammit
it.
too. He
So
was
you,
very, very
you're allowed
confident.
to pick the
Spot
horses
on.
that get buzzed now, are you?
No, you said he got him beforehand. You were the first one to say it.
Don't get salty, mate. Far out. eh? Jeez.
No, it's all right. I got one in.
You
That's
got
it.
one in.
Got 3 last week. I can't complain.
You did. That's right. You did. You went 3 from 3 last week.
Did you? Did you get any winners out of those?
Yeah, it's our time. It's our time. Bolted in.
What?
Bolted in. Hildo.
Max Snell came 4th, and we won't talk about the other one.
Max Schnell is. I don't know what's going on with Max Schnell. What about my horse, Hildo? What a go!
What he goes. Hey, I told you, I've got to put you on the updates. You're an honorary owner from
He
your
goes.
support.
You didn't want to listen to us Me and Zammit told you from the get-go. Well,
He's in-
Zammit came in a little
I'm
bit
on the
late.
bandwagon,
Isn't
mate.
he-
He's all yours. I just joined you,
Yeah,
mate.
jump on board.
I got on
He's in
late.
again this week. He's in again this
Don't
week.
stop running it.
The
what I
BB
said.
backup, hey? BBB.
Just
Yeah, the BB.
did you see who else is in Sydney, Sam?
Who?
Freedom Rally,
Freedom Rally. What price?
$2 favourite.
He's in the What He Goes race.
No.
Yeah.
What he goes. What he goes, my horse.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Before we go, can we get some Hildo?
Well, hang
mail
on.
for
How's
the
he going to
weekend?
go? Yeah, how's he going to go, Hildo? Is he trained on, or what's the deal? You wouldn't be backing him up unless he had.
Yeah, it's probably still a question mark whether we do back him up or not.
Okay.
He has come through the run well and he looked great, but he's drawn 11 of 11, so just make it a touch tricky. And
What the fuck would you know? What it goes.
that's what I reckon. I like the horse.
What it goes.
Freedom Rally absolutely romps home in that race, Sam, and you know
No,
it.
oh, you're
Yes, it
stupid.
does.
Mate, that was.
No,
Are you
It's
coming to Newcastle tomorrow, Hildo?
No,
Oh,
I'll be there in spirit.
Hell Dancer in the first looks a chance.
Good chance, Legolas. Good
Get out
chance.
there
Oh,
for
I
me,
won't be there.
DJC.
Go out there and see Rach. Yell at her over the fence. She'll be there.
I'll throw all the budgies that she's seen me dancing on FaceTime that time.
Yeah, and she thought you were Tooks.
What do you think of Extremely Lucky,
Excuse
boys?
me.
Extremely Lucky race 5 on Saturday.
Yeah.
Trialling the
Have you
house down.
actually- What do you think of Extremely Lucky? Because it's a bit. We were talking about it this afternoon in the office.
I'm interested to know what you guys think. I got a feeling you boys might be potting it, but new stable, trialling an absolute bomb. I thought. Look, he's one of the most interesting horses running on Saturday. I thought. Look, I'm not saying you dive into $2.40 or whatever he is at the moment, but
Yeah.
I thought he could comfortably win that race.
I've got it on top, but I'm scared stiff of the stable, mate. Alentia.
Valentia.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's got J-Mac.
That's,
Well, actually, who's J-Mac riding?
J-Max, he's named for both at the moment still.
I think
Yeah.
he's going to Alentia, but who knows actually? Because
Well, only one's running then, I'd say.
Alentia's two from two at the distance, 2 from 2 first up.
Alentia is Malkovich's brother.
they'll have to run both, won't
There
they?
you go.
I'm not sure.
Rachel's on Diamond Dealer there from the Baker stable, bottom weight, 12 to 1.
She'll be a big improvement. She hasn't drawn a gate first 2 starts, and she was awesome in first up. She was okay second up, but she gets a chance on Saturday with no weight and drawn 2. She's probably one of our best of the day, I'd say.
What's the other New South Wales card on Saturday? Is it Kembla or Newcastle or Gosford or
Kembla.
Bjorn got a few going there?
Nah, only 2.
Any good?
Watch and learn.
Giving us nothing, isn't he?
Watch and learn. No, we haven't got a lot of runners over the weekend. Both all in sort of like What He Goes Diamond Dealer, our best on Saturday. If What He Goes, it goes around. Tough racing on Saturday for a few of those horses, but we had exciting gallops today. We had Overpass and Rappo gallop between races at Warwick Farm, and they were really good. Rappo, he's set to go in the Wink Stakes Saturday week, so that's exciting. He's going enormous, that horse. He's the forgotten horse of the spring. No one wants to talk about him, mention him, put him in any markets, but he's
Who went past him in the trial, Hildo? Was that Pericles or was that Perfect Thought?
Pericles.
It was Pericles. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so he's trialled well. Trialled well.
Yeah, like he zipped home in 33.5 today for a 1.5 mile horse on his own at Warwick Farm. That was outstanding. So he's
Improved again?
On the Japan Cup. Was that
Improved again.
Rappo?
Arapaho.
Yeah, so he got an invite for the Japan Cup off winning the Tancred, and he's now eligible for a big $3 million bonus to go as well. And very very accommodating, the Japanese. They're very accommodating with expenses and some good prize money for him just for turning up over there. So it might be something that we'll look at the end of November.
Okay, so let's pretend we're off here. As if you're not going to be earning it. Oh, we've got to go to this.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I'm heading
Wants to see
over
the cherry
to Japan
blossoms.
in 3. I'm heading over to Japan in 3 weeks just to do a trial run.
You're not, are you?
Yes,
Yeah,
Rach got
Rach-
invited today to go over and ride in it. Well, it's announced today that she got invited to go over and ride in a Jockey's Challenge there in the 25th of August ago.
That's awesome.
And I'm tagging along.
We should send a bloody...
Correspondent.
GoPro.
No, send a correspondent. Send Mug.
From the get-go. Send them. Well, Mug will be there, obviously.
Yeah, we had the JRA
He's on tour.
officials.
Nowhere without the Mug. Yeah.
Yeah, the JRA officials at the track, and they're going to be coming to Japan with us, and he's going to take me out to track work. I felt bad saying no. It's the last thing I want to do on Friday morning when I'm over there is get up and go to track work, but I didn't want to say no. So.
I would be honoured.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Thank you. I would be
Oh,
honoured.
that'd be great.
Looking forward to seeing Hildo bowing. We're going to see Hildo bow.
At the track line. Yeah. He's rusty old bones. He might not get up. No, Hildo's fighting fit. He was trying to run up the wall and do flips at the warehouse last time he was there.
Only problem is you get locked down in over there. So from 9 o'clock on the Friday night until the two race meetings finish on Sunday afternoon, you have to go into lockdown. No phone, no social media, no contacting anyone.
Hold on. Is that would you and Rachel be locked together or separate?
Yeah, together. And because
Okay.
because I'm going in, I have to lock down rules as well. The jockeys all have to do it, but because I'm going in as well, I have to follow the same rules.
What was that? Corruption or just
Betting and
Integrity.
all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine they did that here.
So,
Well, obviously caught on your burner phone.
Racing would be shut down if they did it here.
Well, obviously
Boys,
burner phone about
The three leg locked in Mouldy, floating artist, the instructor, Pericles, you'll get about 50 to 1.
so that will obviously take that in place.
yeah.
So you'd go, floating artist, instructor, you'd go Pericles win, I reckon, for the Mouldy in the other two places.
Definitely.
Bring it home.
Instructor place, floating artist place.
Was that get you?
I'll do it right now, mate.
Yeah.
Logging into Dabble.
Oh Jesus! Just turning my Wi-Fi back on. It's like we got Zammit again.
So if you go instructor place,
Any rockets?
if you go Pericles win,
Yeah.
then if we go to Mooney Valley race 7, which is the time-honoured Extreme Freight BM100, you will get floating artists to place. That gives you $6.50. How about we go floating artist win?
That's okay. Two. Well, I was going to say 2 legs are in place there.
Surely we're not going to sit here and listen to all the different combinations of this bet.
Now go Pericles place, floating artist win, and then the
Pericles
top 4 in the same race multi.
Pericles win, floating artist win, the instructor place, you'll get 17 to 1. That's a good.
That's what we're.
There you go.
That's a good bet.
You can rocket that up, punters.
You can rocket that up to what is it? How many seconds do you reckon?
No, don't tell the secret. Don't tell the secret. That's my secret that I've cracked the code, guys. I've cracked the code. If you want to know the code, join members only or something.
It's about 27 seconds.
Oh, yeah. Really hold on. Thank you, DJC. Thank you, Hildo. Thank you, Zammit. Thank you, punters. Good to have the boys back, and I'm looking forward to seeing your faces a little bit more as this good racing comes around.
Sounds good.
See you guys.
Cheers,
See you guys.
lads.
See you in heaven. See you in heaven, Behemoth Stakes.
Okay. See ya. Nick, if you're editing this, cut that out.